chase a dream. Maybe I'll try to shut my mouth as not to speak. I need to get away. I wish I didn't have to think. Then I could forget what they say, forget what they say, forget what they say, forget what they say, forget what they say about me.
Nobody cares for you but you. It's so hard. It's so hard. So hard. So hard. Unbelievably true. It's so hard. It's so hard. So hard. So hard. Nobody cares that much. Nobody will believe that. Nobody cares for you but
All right, we are officially live. Everyone can see us and hear us now. Everyone say hello. Let's test those mics out.
Howdy, hi.
All right. Sounds good.
Hello, all you beautiful mutant freak babies.
Looks good too. I think chat is all here ready to go. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red team, Gutter Rats. I'll give a little description of what this team is all about and what we're doing here in a moment. But before we do that, I just want to give a shout out to all the supporters on Patreon, including our team here and others that are part of the CNU team that just keep pouring fuel on the fire here, keeping us going. Alex Maxwell, Nicholas, a.k.a. The King Square, Zach, a.k.a. GM Capricious Nature, Renegade 420, Anthony Rogers, The Land of Wolves, Terrafan, Rufio, rest in peace, brother, PWB, Craghorst, and Insanity, Vulpus Vox, Noland North, Christopher Callies, Matt V, and Shig. Also, shout out to our partners, Sirenscape, Fantasy Grounds, and Loke Battle Maps. I'll be getting some Sirenscape sounds going, some city sounds in a little bit when we start. Yeah, this is our weekly Cyberpunk Red team. It's pretty much a team of players you might recognize from the past teams, some new, some current streaming, but we have Alex playing Wolfman, our nomad. We have Matt playing Leon, our lawman nomad, some multi-classing. Vulpus, Vox playing Toymaker, who is a tech nomad. We have Noland, who is Nox playing a solo, and Shig, who is Stina playing a solo medtech. So you can see we've got some multi-classing here, some fun. If you didn't check out our Session Zero, make sure you check that out. It's on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube channel where you can learn about our characters and players and the style of game and all that good stuff. Shout out to PWB gifting all those subs as well. What a way to start off the stream. Hell yeah. PWB also helped with this campaign in particular. That'll make sense a little later, and I'll point that out. It'll be fun. But yeah, this is our Cyberpunk Red weekly team. We play every Saturday, or well, every Thursday. We might put in the occasional Saturday, depending on if we have to shift our Thursday. But this is a team of baddies. We all know that Cyberpunk Red is dystopian. It's a dark future, and no one's truly like a good guy, right? Like everyone's just doing gigs and trying to make it. But you know, when you play an edge runner, good or bad, or kind of walking that line, you always deal with little wrenches in the works and bad guys fucking up your plan and all that. Well, these are those bad guys, all right? So these are the ones fucking up other edge runners' plans, fucking up the corpos, gangs, mob, families. Like, they don't give a shit. They are just out for themselves. And that's not to say that they're not tactful in their ways. They do have a home base. They're a team. They all do work together. And the rest of their life is, you know, pretending to be normal and work normal edge runner gigs, or in the case of our detective working for NCPD. But when they get together on the side on their off days, they do bad shit and they figure out just how to get for themselves, you know? So that's what the team is about. That's what's up. I hope everyone enjoys it. Again, check out our Session Zero. So this campaign, I want to start off basically, first off, yeah, I'm GM Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here. I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check all that out. A little intro for myself.
Slightly important.
Yeah, a little bit. I like to give myself a shout out once in a while. But yeah, let's get into the team. We did a Session 1, which is all about the home base, and that's where we're going to start off. So check out that Session 1 on the YouTube channel if you want to learn some more details about constructing the home base and what's up. But let me get some Sirenscape City sounds going just to kind of put us in the mood. Now, keep in mind, this home base is a rundown Oasis station that got hit in the Fourth Corporate War, so it's half run down. It's got a semi broken down in the back. They're kind of using that trailer, using part of the Oasis station. They've kind of rebuilt it out. There's even a mud pit in the back, but yeah, they're out there. They're kind of working. It is in the Badlands, but it's right on the outside of Night City, south of I think Pacific Palisades or somewhere over there, or south of South Night City, just outside of there. So it's kind of Badlands, but you can still kind of hear the city. You're close enough that that's where they fuck around, is in Night City. The team's out there right now. What I'd like to do is go around the table and, well, let's first step into the character overlay as I ask the players to leave themselves behind and dive into their characters. And let's go around the table and everyone, tell us what we're looking at first. Describe what your character looks like. Give a little breakdown so everyone can visualize that shit. And then explain what they're currently doing. We'll say it's the weekend. You rarely have a weekend off from normal edge running things, or like we said in the case of Detective Leon working for NCPD. But hey, this is one of those weekends. Everybody is off and you're getting together at the home base and just kind of relax and maybe figure out the next plan and see what's up. And we'll get to that in a moment. But like I said, first, let's everyone describe what we're looking at. And then tell me where you're at in the home base, kind of what you're doing. Are you checking out the weapons? Are you training? Are you working out? Are you taking a nap? You eating something? Having a drink? Watching something on the age? I don't know. Tell me what you're fucking doing. Describe the character. And let's get into it. Wolfman, what are we looking at and what are you doing?
All right, so Wolfman is let's call it like stout 6'3". He's Caucasian skin that has been kissed to a nice bronze by the sun. Still a bit ruddy around the cheeks and nose from a mixture of Badlands wind and his Breakfast of Champions, which a nice stout can of beer and whatever is left over in the cooler. Usually will wear some kind of like something aviation adjacent, since his family likes flying more like aerial vehicles. He, alas, cannot afford them, so he's stuck with his feet on the ground, a flightless bird that he is. But you know what is also a flightless bird? A T-fucking-Rex. His sleeveless bomber jacket, because fuck sleeves, it's Night City, it's California, it's hot as hell until it's not. He's on the roof, so long as the sun's out, in a dilapidated lawn chair that is struggling under his bulk, and a tattered umbrella that's seen better days, with the sleeveless shirt with a sleeveless bomber jacket over it, and we'll call them scandalously short, like those like Aussies, like Australian cargo pants, and big fucking big thick fucking shit kicker boots, catching some rays, and nursing a cold beer or several, and listening to some tunes, and just seeing whatever cars go by on the highway. It's like, I rate that a 2. Your engine sounds like it sucks, and just passing the time until he needs to drive like a bat out of hell and get the crew somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, Chunky Bird, we've got the character overlay up right now, so you can see these are the character names, their nicknames on the left, their role underneath it. Yeah, I got it up there just a moment ago. But awesome, glad to see what Wolfman's up to, and that makes perfect sense for our Nomad. Detective Leon, what are we looking at, and what are you doing?
Okay, so Detective Leon McNamara, NCPD, kind of built like your angry alcoholic dad. Picture, if you will, like a sadder, angrier version of Jim Hopper during the Magnum PI season of Stranger Things. All the way down to the incredible cop stash. Normally on duty, I'm rocking my cheap tie, my cheap shirt, my leathers, my badge, but it's the weekend, so I'm up on the roof, a little less dilapidated lawn chair because, I'm not built like an armored truck. Rocking a stained red kimono, kind of open, to which you can see the banana hammock. as there's a pile of beer, and he's just like, that Max Hammerman thinks he's hot shit, but back when we were running things, and then just like takes a whiz off the side of the building while continuing to rant about the current state of the department to a nomad who may or may not be listening.
I'm guessing not listening. Wolfman?
How can I not?
Oh.
He's so goddamn charming.
You're screaming at his eyes.
Oh, yeah. Stina.
This is books, splash guard.
Stina, what are we looking at and what is she doing?
So Stina is a 6'3.5", one up on Wolfman. Pure muscle Russian lady. Wearing like a cowboy hat, bandana, all like dirty, roughed up. She has one like red cyber eye tattoo. And she is currently in the mud pit fighting a very dangerous trio organization called the Rack 3.
Knox, what are we looking at? What is she doing?
I'm currently in the bathroom making a phone call. As I'm making this phone call, rather with a mentor, in my head I keep repeating to myself, I know this already. I know I'm going to die alone. I don't need to be alone. Having a group is going to be important. And then as I describe this, I like look into the mirror, and as in the mirror, like I see myself, my reflection is from top to bottom. We've got tight black curly hair, almost shoulder length when it's not pulled back in the bun. And then we've also got some sunglasses or some mirror shades, really bold bohemian look. Moving down, we've got kind of like the old combat duster is set off because we don't need armor at the moment since we're at home base, so we just kind of got a light jacket on, kind of a surplus from the Fourth Corporate War, and underneath I've got a open, kind of like an open-chested, what do you want to call it? Like maybe like a combat shirt that I kept from my days at Delta 9. And then moving down, we've got very loose-fitting pants, just very calm and relaxed, almost all black essentially, and we've got some combat boots on. And I walk out of the bathroom and hang up on this person, on my mentor, because it's not really getting me anywhere. And I kind of take it all in. Stepping out of the bathroom, what would I see?
I think stepping out of the bathroom, I think would probably go into the main living room area, which is I think also your kind of training area. I think you made kind of a lounge and training area.
Excellent.
And I think, and depending on, well, yeah, finish. Sorry.
No, it's all good. And then, so who was in the living room? I can't remember. Did I hear anybody in the living room?
Nobody yet. Yeah, but we haven't gotten the toy maker though. I'm not sure.
So yeah, we'll see where Toy Maker is at the moment. I'll leave myself as is, just walking out from the bathroom.
Okay, perfect. Toy maker, what are we looking at, and where are you at?
Pretty much I'm stunted just in height, just due to having to receive medical cybernetics early on when I was young to take care of a medical issue. So my height is a little bit stunted. I live among giants as far as I'm concerned. I am basically shaped like a rabbit for all intents and purposes. My armor basically forms around that. I hardly ever take it off. I'd probably be coming back from the city at this point, because I spend my time in Night City, my legit time taking care of cybernetics for younger patients, modifying it and making it look cool for them free of charge. So that's kind of like my side hustle type thing that I do. I very rarely, like I said, very rarely take off my armor. I am generally just bouncing off the walls, just full of energy, and at any given time I'll test positive for one drug or another, just because of what I have to do to stay alive. I'd probably see Knox coming out of the bathroom at that point and just shake my head. What's up? and plop down on the couch, grab the game controller, and start playing a game. I really live a basic life. That and down to Smash too. So, cheers, and I'll chunk one knocks as she gets closer.
Oh yeah, perfect. And just a question for Toy Maker, because you did say stunted growth.
Yes.
Did you change the body? Because it was my understanding Toy Maker was also large, like Wolfman and Stina, with a high body.
I wasn't sure. I was going to address that with you later. It was the frame. So I think I'm not going to be full height. I will be somewhat below average height. I'm not talking like 3 foot or 4
okay.
foot. No.
You're not rabbit size.
Like
Is what I'm getting at. You're not rabbit size. That's what I was getting at.
A little taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking probably for an average male. I mean, 5 foot is considered tiny. So, but still, in the range of still being acceptable.
Okay.
Shorter but built, kind of like the pro wrestler Taz.
Yes.
Yeah, and before we dive in, that sounds great. I love the look of all the characters. I can see it. Everyone's chilling at the home base. It's fitting the vibe. Absolutely loving it. Before we fully dive in, I just want to bring it over to Stina a little bit in the mud pit, and just want to mention something about the team of raccoons that have somewhat taken over the home base that you guys are cohabitating with. You're getting along with. Maybe you have to pay some food homage or something to enter sometimes. Maybe there's some more to it, and I'll let the team develop that as sessions happen. But I do want to point out one thing, that there are going to be like maybe 3 different raccoony sounds that you'll have to figure out what it means, and I'm just trying to play with this with a sirenscape. Let's see if we can get a good one here.
I forgot to do something. I'm gonna have to pour some Smash in a bowl for Bob.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's not quite right in the head.
Oh yeah, what was the name of what was the name of one of the main raccoons? I thought there was a couple 3 and then another name. Somebody named I know we had it in
if they
chat.
weren't on her
Right
character sheet in the notes.
Yeah,
She
well,
had 3.
Yeah, we'll get
Bob
that.
was one of them.
I like Bob. All right, here's a couple of their vocals. So you'll have to figure out what these mean over time, and we'll see if this ever. It might not even come into play. Who knows? But I just found this in Sirenscape. I thought it was funny sounding. So there's that. There's that. So yeah, let's rock through those one more time. So there's this. There's this. That's my favorite. And then there's this one. There you go. So we'll see if
I
that.
can kind of figure it out.
We'll see if that ever even
Speak
comes.
raccoon, it's not.
If it ever even comes into play, But if it does, it's there. We have it.
Is that IP going into language raccoonian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon animal handling ought to cover it.
That's very true. Animal handling, maybe a combo of an animal handling language sort of thing. You got to make a dual role, or I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bob is definitely the cool one out of all of them. So.
I don't know about that.
Hey,
I don't know. She's pretty badass.
He's fat and he drinks Smash while I play video games. I mean, that's a pretty cool that's a cool raccoon, man.
Well, dirtbag eats dirt. So
Oh, right, Dirtbag, that was one of them.
yeah.
I think that was one. All right, cool. So look, we've got the city sounds going. We know that the raccoons might get involved eventually or have some talking. But all jokes, all fun aside, look, the team is hanging out at the home base. You've got some downtime over the weekend, and you know what that means. You usually start relaxing as the team is doing, and then you usually kind of come up with a plan. And, the plan could be anything from a way to make some more eddies, get some info for leverage. It could literally be anything that you can think of. And that's kind of the point of this team and the ongoing potential campaigns is I want to improv this. I want to, just kind of offer a bunch of seeds that you all can decide which ones to pour water on, and we'll develop the story together. So here's what we're going to do. At the home base at this abandoned oasis, there is a data term that actually still works. It's crazy. It looks half charred, it's dilapidated, you can't even really read the screen, but you can print out these little data terms. There's still a roll of old school digi paper on there, and they do kick out. And what I want the team to do is go over the scream sheet, check out all the news, there's different pages of it, and then discuss amongst yourselves if any of them spark an idea for a plan, something to do. Maybe you utilize one of these stories or happenings or hit pieces. Maybe it sparks an idea to do something else that one of these stories can help facilitate or something. I have no idea. I just want to give it to the team and allow you all to dive in and see where it goes from there. So let's get over to the battle overlay where then I can bring up the scream sheet. Here we go. It's made by IMG, which is Indie Media Group, which is a subsidiary competitor of Network 54. I'm going to give you all the link. Give me 1 second. And I'm going to put it in chat as well, because what's cool about this is we have this scream sheet page on the Cybernation Uncensored website for anyone to use. There's the link in chat. So if the players want to grab that, it's right there on Twitch. And yeah, I'll also bring it up here in the overlay for chat to see, but you can see the link there in chat on Twitch. And if you scroll down, you'll see there's a couple different buttons there, but it says, From the Edge is an ongoing scream sheet publication produced by Network 54's Neocorp competitor Indie Media Group, IMG, with the sole purpose of providing you with the latest news from Night City and beyond. Enjoy this free resource and be sure to share with your fellow GMs and players. So if you scroll down, you'll see there's a couple tabs there: top news, street alerts, crime and entertainment, opinion, and classifieds. And shout out to PWB, who basically took my stories and ideas and brought it to life. We put some ads in there. He did the whole layout, got it on the site. It was a hassle. Neither of us are that tech savvy with HTML or any of that, but with PWB's help, we got it done, and here it is. So that's what I wanted to shout out PWB for. But yeah, check out this page. Are all the players there?
Yeah, I'm just. I think an ad took me way too long to get into the.
Yeah. There are a couple pop-ups. We'll be getting rid of ads very soon. We actually are working on trying to revamp the website in total. But
can I get a refresh on the link to that scream sheet bad boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Free, so it has 600 types of adware. Exactly, Australia.
It's right in. There's. It's right there in Twitch chat. Let me know if that link works for you, Matt.
Boom, we are good.
And then what I'd like the players to do is, obviously you're going through it, you're kind of checking it out, but if somebody wants to kind of take the lead and go down these stories, at least reading the titles, maybe reading the full story. And the team can kind of discuss each one, and then everyone can decide what sparks ideas. But does anyone want to kind of take the lead and read these out for people?
I'll start us off just from left to.
Ignore the
right,
typos too.
Down. Yeah. See what it says. This is what on the hashtag top stories. Arasaka network breached. Militech denies involvement in an apparent breach of local Night City Arasaka network. This despite rising forensic evidence pointing to Militech's icebreakers being used and the brain dance lay security breach at Arasaka Tower. Militech places the blame solidly on third-party actors, so-called edgerunners. Militech may be concerned over legal action. I mean, why would the news lie?
It never has.
Lie? What are you talking about?
Never lies.
Yeah, they would never do that.
Biotechnica pushes synth O2 on Pacifica. Getting fake oxygen in Pacifica now, are we?
Hell yeah.
Wow.
We're installing human recharging stations, said the Biotechnica spokesperson of the 45th Synthetic Oxygen oh my gosh, I cannot read English at the moment. Biotechnica spokesperson of the 45th Synthetic 45 synthetic oxygen dispensaries open in smog-ridden Pacific combat zone districts Wow. Okay, so Biotechnica putting out oxygen. I wonder if we could steal oxygen. I'm not reading out the whole thing.
No, there's definitely a lot to go over there, but there is definitely one thing that seems to attract Leon's eye as he's making his way through the corporate and police reports. He's like, build off.
Which page?
Wait a second.
Crime and entertainment.
Crime and entertainment. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, go for it. Which
Oh,
article?
Exactly. So, looking down, we've got Underground Chrome Market Hosting, Build Off Deathmatch, 12 Cybernauts, 1 warehouse, no rules, entry fee, 1 human limb. And, immediately I tend to think of our good old techie boy, the horrible rabbit thing. And just like, hey, this could be, shaking off the week. There. If you can find a limb, I think you could smoke this contest. I've seen some of the shit that you build, and it's not inspiring. It's low-key horrifying, but I think this might be your bag.
Could be interesting.
Don't you hack off limbs for kids?
No, dude, what's wrong with you?
I thought that's what you did.
No. I modify them, make them look cool. I don't.
You
hack
make them
off
look
of
cool, but I mean, you got to remove a
Oh.
limb, right?
No. I don't
Oh,
have
call
to
it
do
an
that.
accident.
Oh my god!
If it's
I
something,
know I liked you for some reason.
if there's
Wait,
something
no.
that we're
What's that?
go ahead. If
Oh, sorry.
if this is looking like something we're looking to do, there's the some sewage leak that reveals the meat code cult lab, which
Where's that one? Street alerts.
developing news.
Yeah, top
It's like-
news.
Yeah,
Top news.
yeah. If you want to, ethically source a limb for the entry fee, I'm sure
Well,
it's one
we
way or
don't
another.
need to find a limb. I'm gonna point over at Leon. We can just take his on.
No. We can
Is
find this
fresh?
for free.
Well, and also, let's go back over to top news and at least read all the headlines. Let's keep going down the list and at least make sure we hit every possibility. That way you can try to
The one
connect
thing
any
that-
other dots and find other leverage or see if there's any other, possible seeds too.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
I
third.
think the one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're about to say that this article here really intrigues me about the
Alright.
third state of emergency in Night City.
Today,
Look-
NC Mayor Suarez declared the third state of emergency this month, calling upon the often heavy-handed tactics of Platinum Corp to subdue the reported gang skirmishes in Santo Domingo. Reportedly, law enforcement has been losing control over the regional solar farms, as punctuated by the past week of rolling brownouts. Never skip a chance to push a corporate agenda, says one gang member, even if the crisis is BS.
So, third state of emergency. So it's the third one this month, huh? It's like new.
I would still
but-
rather chop off arm.
Well, I mean, the gang skirmishes in Santo Domingo might present a lucrative opportunity for us. On one side or another, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, exactly. Ganglander gives you a hand, or some corporate pencil neck, pencil pusher gives you a hand. One way or another, you get what you need.
Yeah, and I also want to
yeah.
encourage the team to, like I said, let's keep going down all the headlines. Let's make sure we get all the possibilities. And then let's also remember that, you see an ad to go join some sort of battle bot arena and, no rules and the price of entry is a limb. You can go do that, but so can anyone else because that's a normal advertisement. And this team usually doesn't just do the normal thing. You want to find ways to twist these things and do bad guy stuff. So just remember that as well. None of these things are just for straight direction, so to speak. These should all just be seeds and ideas, you know what I mean?
I love this.
But yeah, keep reading the headlines. Let's keep going down and see if there's any other ideas and things that spark things.
Port war heats up under developing news. Ziggurat and Biotechnica trade blows in Pacifica, combining data heist, network denial attacks, and oddly enough, fire bombings, which have left dozens dead on both sides and in the streets. There's some limbs right there. For dinner.
If we're going limb hunting, and then of course, breaking news: Orbital obliterates petrochem site, or this week's oops. As the Orbital FOGM, that's the finger of God, missile fell last night, so too did the number of petrochem drones needed to survey the crops, covering millions of corporate-owned croplands. The drone production facility was not the target, remarked the young Orbital exec. An atmospheric anomaly caused the navigational echo. Delayed a shot movement too long, causing the FOGM to pepper the drone facility instead of the intended target. That target is classified. Calculations show the only other viable target within the timing error was a convoy of nomads to the north.
Okay, yeah, they done fucked up.
Then, in tech news, Ziggurat's Net 5 Gen connectivity. With Net 5 Generation Ultra Mesh ready for deployment, many are wondering whose feet are rich enough to walk the technological cutting edge. Sub 5 ms latency and encrypted synaptic links will get you everywhere at the moment. That price tag will lighten the richest corpo's wallet, said a street vendor. Ziggurat has pointed out they have a generous, no-interest payment plan for qualified Platinum subscribers.
We hijacked the net.
Oh, they just went after some fucking nomads there, or possibly. I mean, even if they're not part of my clan, that's off limits.
I guess that's the question. Is that there's two. There's also the Militech denies involvement in Blackout Massacre. Witnesses claim the armored AVs opened fire on a nomad convoy near the Badlands. I wonder if it's the same one, or if this is just open season on us. But the official statement is training exercise, which I think that's training exercises can go both ways.
They
Though, but also the Ziggurat's fancy muckety muck nonsense. That's like a really fun thing to smash, grab, and scout.
Mm-hmm.
Militech
come away with some.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Also, they come away with what?
Could come away with some good tech off of that too. That's another option.
Is it for the children?
Oh no, this is personal use.
If you think about it, Knox, everyone at this lawn table is somebody's children.
It's true. Everyone was a child at one point.
Yeah.
There's always a way to rationalize it with Detective Leon, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about childhood.
New neural advertising billboards hack brain signals in today's tech news. Brain dive technology, now legally allowed to stimulate hunger, arousal, and nostalgia. Simultaneously, lawsuit pending. In the business beat, tobacco's earnings soar. After winning a patent case, tobacco shareholders expect a major payday from Biotechnica for the misuse of the name Tobaccoa, referring to the tobacco-cocoa hybrid invented by tobacco with their gene splicing technology.
I believe it's Tobacco.
Could be one of those.
Tobacco.
I've heard it both ways.
Tobacco sounds like a good idea. I mean, it's a little synthetic tobacco, huh?
It's way synthetic tobacco.
Yeah, well, it can't be any worse than the tobacco they tried to market last year, so. But
did that actually make it on the market?
Yeah, I think Cinco put that out. The CEOs, Tim and Eric, that
you can find any
tobacco or whatever. What was that?
You can find anything in the bodega once.
Oh yeah, sure enough.
Back to Militech denies involvement in Blackout Massacre. Witnesses claim armored AVs opened fire on an nomad convoy near the Badlands border. Official statement. Badlands Border, not Borderlands 4. Official statement, training exercise. So, back to like all these pieces that I feel like I'm connecting. Like, can I make some kind of check here? Can I make a deduction check to begin to like piece things together?
Yeah,
I'm not sure what exactly I'm piecing, but like little things are moving.
Yeah, that neural advertising crap needs to stay away from me. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I know everything. Oh, I deduced.
Apparently, Nox just entered the frickin' Mind Palace.
Yeah, basically, Nox, you're catching the typical vibe of these scream sheets where news does what news does. It puts out some information, but you know it's probably not true. Like, you know, when it says stuff about Militech, you know, doing some type of training exercise, like, you know, it's absolutely something else. Like, they're probably up to something else, doing something else, whether it's with Ziggurat Biotechnica or has to do with nomads or some new tech. Nothing is exactly what the ad says it is. So every single one of these ads could spark ideas on ways to do bad shit, whether directly involving whatever you read in ad or news or whatever, or maybe to utilize some of that news or ad stuff as leverage to do other bad shit that you think of. But the one thing to always remember that Nox knows is, like, none of these things are just what they are at face value. And you're seeing a sort of repetitive thing with Militech. It seems like right now Militech is kind of involved in more than one thing, and that's the only connection that you're really seeing on that. And yeah, I don't want to connect too many things for you because I want you all to find ways to find ways to connect these stories to have it make sense to you to use as leverage to do bad guy shit. You know.
Nox knows what's going on, but she's not going to divulge it to the rest of the crew. She's testing the crew.
Nox is a secret squirrel. Well, just because we've had, so in 2 of the news stories, nomads have been eating a lot of snot, and I know in particular, like, Wolfman, did they hit the family or not? Is that something that you'd know or would be able to find out?
My day job is smuggling for the family, so
yeah, let's get a.
Has Snake Nation been hit?
Let's do. Give me a luck check. Give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's above your luck stat or below your luck stat.
All right. That is definitely below my luck stat.
Definitely below. Okay, cool. Yeah, your Nomad clan has definitely been one of the ones hit. You've heard about it from some of your family members and stuff, and you always try to keep, you know, the family at bay. Everyone that has Nomad multi-classing, you know how it is. Like, the family has their own business and shit, and they don't necessarily know that you're out there doing bad guy shit on the side, and they might not want you to because it makes the family look bad and brings heat back to the family. But yeah, you've been hearing from the family that they have been getting hit by some of this shit. You know, some of the Militech stuff has been going on, and maybe there's a little bit of that underlining truth stuff that you're getting, some information from the family isn't necessarily in the news report. And I'll give you some agency if you think of something fun there. But yeah, your family was one of the ones that got hit, and maybe you got some insight.
Yeah, the Militech were taking pot shots at a Snake Nation caravan running from NorCal down. That's where training exercise doesn't fly with me. So now I am a man of peace. Never would I ever condone violence. But if I were to say that some of those involved, what have I ever lied to you? All I'm saying is if the next 24 to 48 hours, the perpetrators of said training exercise are found stacked up in tires aflame with no ears, nose, or cojones. Karma swings as she will. It's a fickle bitch. Also, Militech firearms and Militech cars sell real good. And my sweet fuckmobile could go for a nice corpo engine.
Then we should go. Bang, bang, bang. Job done.
See? Exactly. How would... Now, not saying someone, a hand of God, fingers of God, whatever, but who knows? Yeah, but absolutely. I realized that my
No, I get that. No, I get.
Yeah, let's.
Just like take like another swig of like the cheapest whiskey you've ever seen. I get that, Wolf Man. We all know that. Like, when some Doomba is dissing your fly girl, you gotta strike back. If they hit your squad, if they bang your wife, you gotta get them, man. You gotta get them. You know, when these punks come out here, these soldier boys think they're so hot in all their uniforms, telling us to get out of their scenes.
Yeah, and let's head over to the next page. We kind of got through all the top news. Let's get to street alerts and make sure we get through those too. Let's keep working through the
Heck
screen
yeah.
sheet.
We have this wonderful scream sheet. Why not use it?
Yes. Streetwise. Hashtag Streetwise. I'm uncertain of this story, so I guess maybe not real. Maybe it's. Who knows? We'll find out. Maelstrom research or words. Maelstrom. Oh my God, how do you say that word?
Maelstrom.
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 You're overthinking it. See, you said it too many times now. You're fucked.
Yeah, it's not a
You
real
got,
word.
you gotta move on now.
There's a reason I'm not saying any of these because I know I'm gonna fuck it up.
You got it, right? How are you gonna get better if you don't? Maelstrom, ritual firebombs, 3rd Street Market, 6 chromers injured. Night City's hottest illegal market just got hotter. Witnesses report the gang was cleansing the zone of weak tech, right? Emergency responders were on site within 45 minutes. 3 were hacked en route. Huh.
And in related tales from the street, Trauma Team losing its edge, according to some. A code size 7 was ordered in Watson when a cybernetic solo adversely reacted to a brain dance loop. Trauma Team was called, responding within 3 minutes, which is 1 minute over the expected deployment time. 17 were killed, with numerous others injured.
So look up. I'm gonna look over at Knox and see if there's any broken skin on the knuckles. Maybe a smell of explosion on.
Oh, you're checking to see. I mean, as far as we know, Nox hasn't hit the point of her cyber journey where, you start peeling guys' faces because Larry the Cucumber said he's got to go.
Not yet.
In weather and traffic, satellite corruption suspected. Acid rain forecast delayed by 2 hours. WeatherNet's orbital protection AI went offline. Choom, my biomonitor, and Moonskin TM were smoked. Contested one resident of North Watson. City council legislation is pending to reimburse those affected by the corrosion rainfall.
Tunnel collapse catches criminals. Gunfire is sporadic, but hampers rescue of 12 people, says police commissioner. Opportunistic gangs are drawn to the I-77 tunnel between Haywood and South Night City as a prime location to ambush the cyber haulers, other nomadic smugglers.
Morgue deployed to harbor. One worker droning in a hazmat suit said, "Typhoon missed us, but the surge spread for blocks inland, dragging biochemical runoff back through the harbor on its way back out to sea. The dangerous forced emergency services to use recovery drones. The floating morgue is currently at 0.25% capacity."
Chrome Storm, say no more. Rogue AI Chrome Storm has again surfaced, targeting Corpo enclaves in Corpo Plaza and throughout Little Europe. Expect acid rain and EMP bursts this weekend, as well as more violence with a chance for sabotage. Always good when the forecast says rainy with a chance of sabotage.
That's a good one. I like that.
Isn't
Straight
that just
black guys
acid rain?
reported. What?
I was just saying. No, I was just saying, isn't it just acid rain when it's sabotage?
Right.
Because it can eat at your clothing.
Stray black ice reported an open grid. Avoid South Watson jackpoints. At least 3 netrunners were brain fried by rogue ice, unregulated access tunnels. Ziggurat denies any breach. Locals call it ghost code from the data crash. Nope. I ain't touching no fucking demons.
We're gonna black that one out with the biggest, blackest fucking marker we got. We're not going there. Not gonna happen.
Just go to South Watson. We get some, good karma on our side. We just destroy the terminals. No one needs that shit.
Oh yeah, nah.
And of course, Night City Transit hack leaves 12 dead. Monorail hijacked by mysterious netrunner group Razor Church. Bodies fused to cyber metal walls. And then, of course, our helpful disclaimer. The nature and speed of change in the net is such that timely reporting on events is difficult at best and futile at worst. Events reported may have escalated or been otherwise resolved by the time of publication.
Something I think
And
Knox
it
knows.
gets
So fast.
Yeah. And it gets even worse as we're getting into our entertainment news with the hashtag edgerunners because mercs sell. Braindance Festival hijacked with real pain feed, 12 overdose. A joyride through memories turned into a shared nightmare when a neural motor spliced in real pain nerve signals. Local NCPD say no suspects, but a ton of clues and trauma. Leon Sniggers is that. Netrunner Collective releases public jailbreak for Zetatech smart guns. Dubbed Project Kill Switch, the jailbreak gives any user full override access. Zetatech stock dropped 12% overnight, while illegal market prices for the mod spiked. R.I.P. J-Starks. Ripper Doc uncovers organ ring. Organ ring is mostly real, says the show's producer. The popular Hollow series accidentally broadcast a live kidney extraction gone wrong. Authorities are investigating, and so are ratings agencies.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, illegal braindance, ego death trending in the undernet. Viewers experience full ego dissolution and report seeing the Silver Ghost. In the world of corporate and police reports, ooh.
Excuse me.
Blood Razors claim responsibility. Oh,
I was gonna say, I wonder if there's any ties between Silver Ghost, the Darknet, and Kill Switch and Zetatech, because there seems to be a lot of corporations out there with a lot of news. There's a lot of feels like it's really interconnected. There's a lot of ties.
they're always moving and playing their weird little games.
I don't think I thought I was onto something, but I wasn't. I rambled.
Maybe. You never know. Blood Razors claim responsibility for pulse bomb at N54 studio. The detonation scrambled broadcast signal citywide for 11 seconds. No casualties, but one anchor lost partial vocal function. Gang posted death to fake news and neon tags across Corpo Plaza. And then, of course, we have the build-off deathmatch. Booster Gang, the Ashjacks, hijack live news broadcast, demand end to corporate police, also plug their new mixtape, Glitch Bloodlines, Volume 2. Bad day to be working the N54 control panel, apparently.
Is there a, can we, through the data term, can we listen to what that mixtape is?
Bloodlines,
See
yeah.
See if Glitch Bloodlines Volume 2, because if we listen to it, we can decide whether or not it's worth killing them over.
Absolutely. Yeah,
We're sorry,
absolutely.
you just suck so bad we gotta end you.
It's like, listen, I will sign the bounty myself, but then also cash it myself.
It's like that one SpongeBob episode when SpongeBob and Patrick released a song and it killed everyone who listened to it.
I don't recall that episode.
That we gotta kill them before it happens.
Yeah. All right, everyone, give me a 1d10.
Oh boy, let's get these ones out now. Apparently,
I got a 7.
3.
There should be a 5 coming in here from any second now.
It's got to do.
Did everyone roll?
Is that the accent?
Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Did anyone get 6 or higher?
I got a 7. Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
Knox.
Yeah, Knox. You all just listened to their music, and everyone fucking hates them in one way or another, except for Knox, who just became a huge fan.
I don't know guys, what are you guys talking about? This shit is really good.
No count for taste.
What is the genre of Bloodlines? I would like to know.
Yeah. What
You wanna
kind
know
of
what
what
genre?
what does it sound like to you? It's your favorite band. You tell us, Knox.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay, I got an idea
Ska.
for you. I got an
Ska
idea
music.
for you. But that could work. I got an idea for you there, friendo. Roll me a d10.
Oh, you got augmented reality? I was just gonna go see what I was playing in my current mix.
Do.
Combined curse, make it K-ska.
Yeah,
Oh
go for
God,
it.
yes. K-pop ska.
I would call it, considering the name, I would call it like some kind of EBM. Maybe something like Rushka Cha versus.
I like
Ronick.
PWB's idea of it being country goth
What's he got?
music. That's pretty interesting.
Country goth.
EDM country goth.
Those poor bastards are in chat? Hell yeah. Alright.
Those poor man.
We're
Ska
making
goth.
them consider the existence of country goth.
GM Nigel says ska goth. I like that
exists.
too.
It is the
Ska
band.
It's like everyone in eyeliner skanking. I like that. That works for me.
Skanking, is that what you said?
Yeah, you know that dance, that old school dance where you kick out your feet. It's called skanking. Anyways, used to heavily be in the mosh pit.
no.
But yeah, I think Knox, you're the only fan. I think that could easily be the style. Everyone else can't stand them in one way or another, but you just feel the need to defend them because you just became a huge fan. But what was that?
Somebody lays a finger on them, I'll fucking take their finger off. I point at everybody.
You don't get the you just don't get the way it sounds.
It sounds like dirtbag throwing up brick.
He just doesn't understand that, the motos, or, the nomads control the radio in the car.
That's true.
I have an earpiece.
We'll convert her at some point. But I was entirely unrelated. How many TBIs have you had in your career? Just asking for a friend.
That's classified.
That's less than 10, but more than 5. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
With Knox, it could literally be classified.
Well,
And then wrapping up our
Yeah, so I was going to say, you want to wrap up that page of crime and entertainment. There's one more little news story there.
Can do. Wrapping up our entertainment news, Chrome Idol finalists revealed revealed to be full AI construct. After weeks of speculation, contestant Vixen was exposed as an AI-generated pop star with synthetic memory implants. Fans are divided. Is it betrayal or the next step in stardom? Leon's just yelling, I knew she was too good to be real. No one can be that pure.
Okay, but also
A name like that.
bodyguard, exclusive limo, combat limo gig. The whole, combat escort suite possible.
That sounds boring.
I will die inside, but it's the
Hey,
laser pop fans. You sneeze on them and they turn inside out.
easy money.
Does that happen? Have you done that?
To quote my dear friend Knox, may their memory live on forever. That's classified.
If that's true, you should teach me.
I think the KGB called it the good night kiss. No, I'll teach you my mysterious ways one of these days.
Soon.
Very, yeah.
I look. Senna, are you standing or sitting currently in the living room as we're reading
Standing.
these? You're standing. I look up to you. I'm like, I don't think you need to worry about punching people. Just your size alone will make you, seem enough. I look you up and down.
Punching is fun. Look at Bearcat, points at Leon. He's very punchable. I've done it. I'll do it again.
Very punchable. I like it.
Opinions and classified.
Yeah, under
Okay,
the
we
last
got-
page of the screen sheet, opinions and classifieds. Let's get into it.
Editorial, hashtag editorials. I hate to drone on, but by Andy Rudy, contributing editor. I was walking down the street the other day and heard the all too familiar whine of a hovering drone. It was stationed high up, just inside the perimeter of a large corporation. The drone had 360-degree vision with more eyes than a housefly, and all too often a nosy operator. Nosy operator. No more than 2 eyes are needed to operate. I can't help but wonder where those extra eyes are looking. Even worse, a police drone soon flew past. It had more eyes than the city council voting for a salary raise. There's no getting away from them. I guess it's time to invest in curtains and window blinds. Manufacturing company? I mean, it's time to invest. Maybe it's time to invest in a manufacturing company that makes blinds and windows. Window blinds. So interesting.
Blind windows.
Blind windows.
Blind windows, yep. And then just the pithy little thing written by local influencer and partial android glow.exe. Empathy is a vulnerability exploit, and I run clean.
Oh, fucking. Glow.exe is 14 years old. It has an internet connection. But the I came up with the drone with 360-degree vision. What do they need all those eyes for? And just, ta-da, we have Leon in his banana hammock and kimono. Yes, there you go. See no more.
Yeah, he's just taking another drink and just like looking at the guys like, yeah, we watch people doing it.
But
You watch people doing it.
you know, like the Discovery Channel. There's this old classic song about it.
I know who you're talking about. And then I get up to go change the station from Bloodlines to
Okay.
a new station.
Something better.
Thank God.
You wouldn't
I will
believe the tapes we've
shoot it.
got in evidence.
I haven't
Opinion.
read Who Owns This Guy?
Not yet. I believe that's
Please
the
do,
next
Liam.
one we're getting to. Okay. Who owns the skies? Spoiler, not you. By Kaito Rex, freelance aerospace analyst. Between Biotechnica's drone licenses, Ziggurat's orbital relays, and NCPD's air patrol, there's not a square foot of unmonitored sky left. Privacy is a myth above 10 meters. Corpo Security deserves combat pay and a psych evaluation by Iris Deadpan Lou. They're not just rent-a-cops, they're private soldiers in endless turf wars, often without backup or sleep. We talked to 3 who've lost more than limbs. Cyberdogs Lack Humanity by Stuli Mendez, former beat cop. They don't sleep, don't bleed, don't hesitate no matter the situation. The line between policing and warfare is thinner than ever, and you're footing the bill.
I disagree. Our robot dog is a very good boy. Look at him. Because we have the fucking.
I know, I was
Yeah,
like,
we
I
have
thought
Doberman.
the Doberman.
you're
We
having
have-
an episode. I'm like,
No, you guys have the Doberman
we
500,
paid for
yeah.
the Adobe 5000. He's like, bark,
Yeah.
bark, 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 bark.
well, we had
Bark.
I presumably, probably Bob is sitting astride the Doberman 5000. You know, like the Sultan himself, Prince Ali. Yeah.
Stubber dogs. Wow. I mean,
You know-
they're just so cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, Mendez talks a little shit, but I get where he's coming from. Like it used to be, you had to bond with an animal and treat it the right way. Usually, you knew that you had the perfect hound where you can get them to go after a man's hog before their legs. And now it's just a line of code, and now they won't even let those cyber pounds bite a... Now, if you want your cyber dog to bite a guy in the hog on command, you gotta get it down to a street tech.
Wolfman, can we try that on Bearcat?
Next night market, if I can get my hand on one of those the splat guns, absolutely will give it a shot.
I'll chip in 200 eddies.
Hell yeah.
And our little don't you worry, our guy will bite. I'm pretty sure our guy will bite anything you want. It's only because of some rights group people started bitching about injuries that we don't let the dogs bite you in the bird anymore.
Then also, the animal wildlife in at least city-wise, there's no more birds, and there's all the cats don't have hair, and the yeah, gutters being toxic sludge and all what that.
And then we slide seamlessly into review Neon Guts 2025, Synth Pop or Synth Slop. The latest album from the K-Stream darling Razorvox tries too hard to recapture pre-war glam. Holographic backup dancers can't distract from flat vocals and recycled beats. Worst concert ever. NCPD drone dispatch station by Concerned Senior. The new Sky Drone Watch initiative raises noise pollution and lowers television reception. Please invest in less air and more ground drones. Those new Cyberdog drones seem nice and quiet too.
Yes, Theo's a good boy.
She's mad because the air drones are messing with her stories.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in classified, seeking employment, team seeks solo for weekend job. Trauma team hiring all positions. SOG solo looking for long-term employment.
What's the number?
Two
That's not bad.
experienced solo ops needed for a weekend job. Singer tryouts, 3 positions available.
Well, that sounds like
Well-
a job for Wolf there.
So, out of all of these top news, straight alerts, crime and entertainment reports, all of these opinions and classifieds, seeking employment things, all of these different things, what can you utilize to do bad shit? What can you exploit? What can you use as leverage to do other bad things? Or is there something directly bad you can do that involves one of these articles or things? I would like you all to just think about that for a moment and chat with each other and just kind of kick around some possibilities. And just remember, you're here to do bad shit and line your pockets and fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. It's not necessarily to just do exactly what the article's offering or things like that, but ways to fuck with it and manipulate it and use it. You know what I mean? So I'll let you take it from here.
Okay.
My thinking depends on staying power of these the stories are gonna keep changing, but I personally want some clan reprisals against those Militech goons, because my old mama always said if you're gonna kill someone for revenge, you better dig 2 graves. I say 2 is not gonna be enough unless you make just one really big one, which should work, but also fancy corporate super social doodads, either to keep, sell, or if we get the fancy digs and that whatever vixen lady's looking for some
Arms.
some protection, we can protect, and few things make kidnapping someone easier than being their ride to a gig.
True,
Yeah,
there's that to work. Plus, these Militech guys think they're such hot shit. I'd like to teach them a lesson. And we've got, with the state of emergency going on, reality is, if you just drop a body in Santo Domingo and riddle it with bullets, we ain't gonna look too hard to find it. They'll just assume they were right place, wrong time.
I mean, if we want to dump the bodies, there's the whole just a typhoon weather upset has toxic sludge all up and down the bay. There's a floating morgue. Just strip off the uniforms, roll them in. Oh no, they were in Kabuki when it flooded, and they're all washed out to sea.
That's just it.
What if we hire the long-term solo for security, and then whatever nefarious things we do, we could pin it on him, rolling him into the bay.
It's funny you mention the solo. AA Ron Reese in our chat says, "Call the solo and Craigslist murder him."
Well, I mean, as far as the Militech guys go, they're messing with family. So I would rather, let's just say, staple them to the wall of Militech as an example of what happens when you fuck with family.
But that's fucking with the corporation, Choom.
I
I can't get
They fucked first. We fuck harder.
exactly.
Yeah. Also remembering, revenge sounds good for the family, but you're here to do bad shit and line your pockets and do other stuff. So, while that's there, let's always lean into the baddies side of planning and things. You might be upset the family got hit, but maybe your first thing isn't to get revenge for the family, and more so, well, maybe there's something there to fuck over, get them back in a way, but really just to line your pockets or do something. So just always think, like, no matter what the plan, no matter what the article, no matter what, bad guy shit. You know what I mean?
Much like Mac, we're always running all the angles so we come out on top. And the thing is, these Militech guys, they might have some good cyber. If not, they've always got top shelf bang bang. Always brings in a pretty penny, particularly if there's a gang war going on.
Mm-hmm. There's never going to be a shortage of that. Pile up, maybe.
Now, we want to hit these guys. I'm thinking catch them with their pants down.
I mean, I'm really not into that, but I mean, if you think it will help.
Let's remember Leon's in a banana hammock too.
Yeah. That's what's scaring me right now. Is it?
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah. Would I know of a venue or a part in town where young soldiers go to sow their wild oats?
I do not like it when you speak like that.
Yeah, let's get
Right.
maybe like a streetwise sort of thing. I think could work there.
Cool. Streetwise works pretty good, and just to be safe, and also, thing about luck is, it's very much a use it or lose it stat because it refreshes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put let's put 2 luck into this bad boy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't want to put 6 luck into it. Slow down, vanity rounds. Alright, so we're gonna slap 2 points of luck into this bad guy. Streetwise, come on and hail Satan. Okay,
Nice.
Not bad. We're looking at a 19 with the luck.
Yeah, you know of at least one place called Neon Rains, ran by Rain, a chromer girl, kind of in her late 40s. She's been around for quite some time. And that place, they do kind of like synth pop music up front, and people kind of casually drink, maybe some dancing, but everyone that's in the solo world of edge running hiring knows that the back rooms are kind of where it's at. And that's where they kind of go to wind down. And there's kind of this rule, like, not a lot of hiring goes on here. Everyone knows, like, go to a Forlorn Hope for that sort of shit, in other places. This is, like you said, more of a wind down, a casual get together, maybe exchange some stories, but really just kind of relax and wind down.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I know a lot of these Militech guys like to hang out at Neon Rains. The background you can get. If you got a vice, they'll fill it, and usually we wind up cleaning after the guys that the NorCal MPs don't feel like dealing with. The guys there's a good chance the guys who hit that convoy, they're either there, or we can find someone who knows them.
What exactly do we do?
I imagine it would be find someone with enough stars and or bars. Choose some for information. See if there's going to be maybe a pretty shipment coming through at some point, and we liberate it from their corporate clutches or whatever the fuck the revolutionists are saying these days.
I'm really good at liberating information out of people.
I was looking from Toy Maker. It's like, yeah, and given we also have Big Lady.
Yes.
You two combined, just hydraulic press them, pulp them. I don't care. I'll sit in the corner and watch.
Hey.
Will be no problem.
Yeah. I like where this is going. We're
Why
cooking
does
with
that
gas.
enthuse you so much?
All right, let's get this idea going even more. Leon reaches into the pocket of his kimono, just opens up a bag
Oh, Christ, man.
just rips open a bag of Colombia's finest. Rocks open the old cocaine. Yeah, now we got a honeypot. You guys know how to honeypot? You guys ever had a honeypot operation? We do it all the time.
You are
Get a guy in
disgusting.
there.
Congratulations, you're hired.
No. You're a little bit too intimidating for that. I mean, there's guys who go for that kind of thing, but I'm thinking like soldiers. Soldiers are basic. We got to get a honeypot to lure him to the back alley or lure him into the things. Okay. All right. I've got my main squeeze, my main girl. I
Is
know
this
what
a
that's
good
called.
time to punch him?
I know what that's
Let him cook, because this is even better than what I'd hoped for. Just give him a second.
Guys, we can lure these soldier boy dickbags in with a classic honeypot operation. It's like when we do Vice thing, except we don't arrest them. I've got a girl on call, someone I know from the street. Let's just say we're professional associates. We do professional things. I keep her safe. Sophia Fatal. Yeah, she's a lady of the evening, lean, active. She's got these hallucinatory pheromones that just rewire your brain. If I can get her on the gig, and she can lure the soldier boys. We can get them into the back room. We can get them into the van. We can get them anywhere. Sophia's magic. And then we do stuff to them. We put the screws to them.
Yeah, June, but what if they're women?
That's the great thing about Sophia Fatal. She gets anyone. Failing that, we'll take big sexy wolfman over here, pop him in a mesh shirt, get him to flex those pythons of his. But I know my...
I'm gonna throw a pink net shirt at him.
Leon
you know my favorite
Leon
color,
removes his
thanks,
banana hammock and
man.
hands it over.
It's like, watch it first. Mount that on the fuckmobile and just slingshot fucking grenades out of it. Hell yeah! All right.
Yeah, we get the honeypot. We get him into the. We get him into the. We get him into the fuckmobile. We take him here. We take him into an alley. There's like a little drop-off point we use sometimes. We want to give guys the business, but we don't want them squeal into IA. We got all kinds of places. Yeah. And then I like that idea. That idea you've got. That idea. That plan. It's got. Yes, with the weapons. We use the weapons. We sell the weapons. Then the weapons, they buy more cocaine, and then we eventually, yes. And then the weapons, and then we get the more money, and then boom! Next thing you know, we're sailing to the Seychelles chooms!
That's. I told you, let him cook. I'll go change into the mesh shirt as backup plan. You call Sugar Buns. I won't remember her name.
Sophia Fatal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar Buns Falafel. I told you I won't remember. But I mean, as far as harebrained schemes go, like,
Sounds like a pretty good one.
it's not bad. At the very least, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, 100%.
All right, I'll call my girl. Now, as I slap down, who wants cocaine?
I want you to get dressed.
Right, yes, there's a dress code. Can't do that. Yes, all right. I'll start making myself presentable here. So I'm like calling her on the, I'm calling Sophia on the phone while like actively getting dressed, like in the middle of the field, just pulling clothes out of the back trunk of my patrol car.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
so
a mess, and I love him.
Yeah, just like the kimono flies off, you see like both cheeks glistening in
You're
the sun.
not seeing that.
yeah, and I'll say
This is why we need the paintball gun for Dobie.
Hey, Leon, I sent you a message.
yeah. So is this? So everyone seems like they're on the same page with this plan. It sounds like out of these articles and ideas, and I'll even back it up a little bit, going back to Wolfman's family connection with the Militech attacks and stuff, where yeah, maybe the family, after you kind of put this plan together, it kind of clicks in your head, Wolfman, like, yeah, you remember the family talking about that shit too. Like, yeah, they definitely took some hits from Militech that were apparently doing some convoy or something. Maybe they wanted to get the nomads out of the way to see what they're really doing or what they're really transporting or what's really going on. Obviously, there's always more to a story, as Knox knows, is typically the case with these scream sheets. But it sounds like, you're going to enact a little bit of revenge on Militech for the nomad bullshit, and by making them the target of some crime shit, which is to try to honeypot some Militech soldiers one way or another, find out kind of what they're doing, where maybe the next convoy is, or what Militech is up to then go and try to take that convoy, basically sabotage it, steal. Like Leon said, they always have top of the line weapons and equipment stuff. Maybe there's something there that you can then go and sell and line your pockets with, or something of the like. Am I understanding that plan correctly?
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything to add to that?
It's at least for me personally, since this is my clan, and I want to keep appearances. I'll definitely, as we rack up bodies, as we probably inevitably will, I'm gonna be just collecting dog tags from said Militech guys. Just be like, hey, justice for the clan, jingle, jingle, jingle. Make them jingle the proverbial keys this way. Buy me some social credit of, hey, I got us some revenge. Nothing goes unanswered. So then, like, you can take the guns, not get the family in, and sell guns to whatever gang wars or line our own armories, etc., etc., etc. But to get us some leeway, to do some favors.
All right. Anybody else have anything to add?
Wolf just kind of covered everything I was thinking of. Is taking we're in the same clan, so no big deal. But taking tags or some kind of proof back to the clan to go, hey, social credit. We got clout. Try to build that up so we can maybe get some more cars and maybe some parts. Maybe a place to lay low in an emergency.
You know what I really like about that, and that's a clever thinking on Wolfman's part, is the fact that, like we said many times, that this team is, to everyone that you know and family, you guys are normal, like doing normal edgerunner gigs and jobs, and you're good people, as good as you can be, right, in a dystopian dark future of Night City, right? But by doing this bad shit, stealing from Militech, setting them up, doing this shit, you're also able to kind of fake, like, hey, we were just getting revenge for the family, and earn some brownie points over there too. Like, I think that's clever, and it doubles down on, like, the shadiness of the team by pretending to your own family that it was all about revenge and earning brownie points, when really you're just trying to fuck shit up and steal and line your pockets, right?
Yeah, we can have our cake and eat it too.
There you go.
Leon.
There you go.
Leon, got a question.
Yes.
You got any Arasaka equipment maybe locked up in that cage here at your office that you can get? That way we can leave that at the scene. Maybe kind of pin this on Arasaka.
I'll drive by and see what I can find. What are you thinking, like dog tags, or just kind of like ephemera?
Dog tags, maybe some paper, maybe some ephemera, something that would make a legitimate tie to Arasaka. If they hired out this group to go do this or whatever.
Barring that, because that definitely, if in case someone gets away, unlikely, but just in case.
No witnesses.
Yeah, this is to our GM. The at this present time, what would you say Snake Nation's like preeminent rival is? Aside from Raff and Shiv, everyone hates Raff and Shiv, but
Oh yeah, everybody does, but I mean, ubiquitous.
yeah, but who would be like Snake Nation's like biggest rival / competitor in the current climate?
Yeah, I think that could either be another nomad clan. It could also be a booster gang. I like the idea that maybe their highest rival is a booster gang because of, them wanting to push goods, maybe something similar that Snake Nation pushes, whereas Snake Nation does it more on a legitimate, nomad clan level, and this booster gang is just like, what the fuck? Like they're taking our potential crime from us. We could do that in a much more crimely way. So yeah, I think you want to throw a booster gang name out there. Anything comes to mind, I'm cool with that. I think a gang would be kind of cool for your clan to be enemies with.
Yeah, so one that stuck into my head from the books, the Steel Vaqueros. They're a booster gang in.
Used to be nomadic.
Yeah,
they're like a lesser nomad clan.
Yeah, that works. That works in multi ways. That's great. I like that.
Yeah, so I'd say so they if we can't get enough high quality like Arasaka red herrings, at least being able to doll up the fuckmobile with some Steel Vaquero kind of dressings.
Oh, I like that.
And going to just be like, hey, look, it's us, rada rada
Somebody-
rada, Steel Vaqueros.
Somebody, and I'll take two. We could do two roles like an assist, but some type of forgery. I think forgery would work well in that case to see if you've got some. So, discuss amongst yourselves. You would all know who's good at what, right? Like, which one of you talk to each other is good at forgery, and if someone else is good at it too, they could do a roll to maybe give a +1 and an assist. I'd allow that, just doubling down on the exact forgery skill check. But yeah, check that out. Discuss that amongst yourselves.
I'm good at a lot of languages.
Yeah, no, I don't currently have any ranks in forgery that I wouldn't necessarily be able to help with as much.
Okay, well, if nobody has any rank in that, then someone can just decide, right? And then you'll give me that forgery roll, and then that will be the DV that whoever's looking at it will have to contest to see if they figure out that it's a fake or if you pass it. You know what I mean?
All right, I didn't mean to roll criminology. I was just trying to see what the skill does.
Well, yeah. Who wants to do it? If nobody has any points in forgery, let's just do a generic forgery roll, even though it's a 0. You know what I mean? And just kind of set that DV. Who wants to do it?
I actually have points in forgery.
Hey, there we go. It's the I can give an assist if it's required. Never mind. Never.
You don't need it.
Damn mind.
Don't need it.
It's a Steel Vaquero card now.
White crime pays, kids.
Holy shit! That is almost
A
aces.
29.
Yeah,
Nice.
somehow
Awesome.
using 20-year-old auto paint. You somehow seamlessly you seamlessly door deckled the fuckmobile.
Yeah. So look, if you want to make it look like that other clan, gang clan or whatever, absolutely you can do that. You can deck out the fuckmobile and your clothing, anything to absolutely look, sound, appear as if you're that clan and gang. If you want your DV as a 29, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to figure out that you're not actually them. It would take that family gang to know. That's how good 29 is, as you know. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
Almost a heroic roll.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, goddamn.
So yeah, anything else that anyone wants to add to the plan or ideas towards it? I think you guys are all cooking right now and coming up with some good things to cover bases and make it work. I think it's all kind of coming together. Any other ideas or things? Anything else from the scream sheet that you can use to help it along?
I know we didn't want to. We don't want to use, or we don't want to touch Black Eye or Rogue AIs, but could use that to our benefit. Could unleash it on the local drone population, and nobody saw anything in the areas that we're operating.
That's a good point, but also scary.
Man up.
No, you.
I am more man than you.
I don't threaten you with a good time.
What is that supposed to mean?
I will leave that for you to unravel that pretty little head of yours.
We can go to Mud Pit in battle.
Ooh,
Find out.
our first mud
We
pit.
could punch Bearcat and he can decide who is tougher.
But I mean, both sound good. I was just given a pink mesh shirt, so it would work well either way. But
Yeah,
I'm
we'll do
down
the
to
mud.
save it for the celebration round.
Yeah.
I don't like demons. I was father, son, holy, whatever. But it's,
It ain't real.
No, the demons that go 1001 in a very angry voice in the back of your cerebellum are very real, and they're melting people. And I would just have myself, my beautiful mind, remain as smooth and intact as it can be.
You have smooth brain.
Very aerodynamic.
Very smooth.
My stupid is fast.
Yeah.
The thing is, we wouldn't have to touch it ourselves. I mean, we could somehow con or some stupid fucking, what are they called? The razor, what are they called again? The razor something?
Well,
Gotta go
there's
back
these
to the
razor.
ad.
There's these razor church guys. They're the ones who we figure hacked the monorail station.
So yeah, we could get them because they're just bodies on a wall apparently.
Well,
And,
no, that's what happened to the people who were riding the 710 and there. That's what happened to the people riding the C train that day. They just like flip them with agent. Yeah, you can see like here's what the bodies looked like, and it's just like the most horrifying crime photo you've ever seen.
See, demons, bad, but we can either directly go after Razor Church.
That's not
Or-
really a demon.
That's
That's just
razor
a human
church,
body getting hit by a monorail. You know, they'll do that to anybody if you hack the monorail or not. Like, there's this. Yeah, there we go. A little guy. Yeah, like, see this kid? He jumped into it last week, and it just opens up another
Oh, God.
photo, and it's like, and it's just like rotten.com.
Yeah.
But since we're already going to a Militech spot to hound some talent, maybe keep an eye out for a net runner that we can and just utilize for getting said AI off the net to use for our own purposes.
I'm telling you, it's not a bad idea.
I can't do that shit for fuck. But if we manage to get some little Poindexter, with a pencil neck and a pocket protector with the Militech monogramming on it, why the fuck not? It's disposable. It's like a fire and forget weapon.
Well, I mean,
worst case scenario, they die and we just roll them into the morgue.
That's best case scenario. We don't have to clean it up.
Well, if you think about it, unleashing some horrifying little monster you barely understand and can't even control, as I understand how you guys met Nox in the first place.
Yeah, I like control. That's why I drive.
I'm just saying. I mean, less eyes in the sky, less people know we were there, less people follow us.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just trying to find a way where we can shortest path from A to B.
We'll keep a watch for the drones, and if an idea presents itself, because look, I see those, I get those bulletins and Netwatch sends us in, and my eyes just glaze open. Like if you can make I don't know I don't know your past. I tried looking you up once and it was just redacted, and then I lost my kind of lost my NCIC access for a week. So, but if you can figure this shit out and and I just send your agent a classified Netwatch report that we got about it, and said if you can do something with it. It says
pulls
for
out a disposable phone.
It says for police eyes only, but
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
agent will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Son of a bitch!
so we're going to the club. We're gonna need to look sexy. I'll get my girl Sophia on.
That is something
and yes,
you cannot do.
That's
Oh,
why.
That is indeed something you
Damn.
can.
Shots fired.
well, we're gonna
Wow.
try it. We're gonna see what happens with wardrobe and style. I don't have any ranks in it, But I managed to make myself look as good as a 15 can get you.
That's
Using
not
the
bad,
available
actually.
Materials of,
That's not bad.
yeah.
He shines up
We
nice.
all-
He cleans up nice.
We've polished a turd.
We have. We have put whipped cream
All right.
on dog shit. Apparently, we are
Exactly.
we are
And
making
I
it
love
happen.
the idea, and I love the idea of getting like some ephemera to like frame the bastards in case we need to. And once we start like heading out, like I'll call Sophia, get her lined up to be like a honeypot, and then just like, hey, what does it cost for an evening? And then I'll just pay for that.
I like that. Let's and look, Wolfman just hit a 12 on wardrobe and style. Let's have everybody do a wardrobe and style as you're getting ready. Yeah, everyone hit that wardrobe and style check. I'm just curious where everyone's kind of sitting on their look.
We're gonna see how good everyone looks to go to the club.
Yeah, absolutely.
Montage.
Ooh,
Dina's just wearing the same thing, muddy clothes.
No, Stina.
toy
I
maker,
have
not looking
nothing
that
else.
good.
Stina
So I'm
just has-
covered in grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boise-
I'm looking for the wardrobe inside.
I would like to think that Toy Maker, like everyone's dressing up, Toy Maker has like the rabbit armor on and just like puts on a tie, like over the armor. Like it's still rabbit armor, but like, like puts on a tie and it's like, there, I'm dressed up,
Or one of those like suit
Right.
t-shirts.
Yeah. Suit t-shirt over the armor. That's it. And it's a
Yeah,
tuxedo.
Yeah, exactly. And I figure like Stina just has presence, it's like it's like Lady D or Rhea Ripley, just she's bigger than you and it's present.
Yeah. Well, look, out of all these wardrobe and style roles, I'll say this. It looks like Nox, it would look like Nox and Toy Maker got the lowest roles. So this isn't like, a high-class club to say anything like that. It's not like that. But it does affect, how you're treated and when you come in, based on kind of where you're sitting on that wardrobe and stuff. So that'll kind of set where everyone's at. As everyone's getting ready, I think we're all on the same page with the plan, which is just a recap. Utilizing the Militech sort of convoys and whatever the fuck they're doing on these Badlands to, appear to get revenge for the family while lining the pockets or just kind of fucking up what Militech's doing and taking whatever they have. They always tend to have the goods. And in doing that, you're going to try to go to this club, this Neon Rain place, and get in the back where like solos and military types and hires kind of go to wind down, right? And go there and try to find yourself some Militech people, take them out, get some information for them, and then see how to approach that convoy or whatever can be done beyond that point. You have the plan. Everyone's getting dressed. You're ready to go to the club tonight and kind of make this happen. You gotta call Sophia Fatale. You've got to kind of make all these things happen, and that's where we'll start our next session. So the team has the plan, and when we get together next Thursday, we will absolutely start the plan right where we left off. Everyone dressed, making the call to Sophia, and heading out. Does that sound good with everyone?
That sounds
groovy.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All
Yeah,
right,
and then
perfect.
I have another idea on how to use another contact for the Arasaka frame up, and we can explore that later too.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention that. That's also a great part of the plan, I think, which is throwing the scent off using Detective Leon's NCPD, maybe the evidence locker or some hookups there to throw the scent off at Arasaka. You've also got that the Nomad Gang Clan where Toy Maker's doing the forgery to look like. So you have a couple options to kind of throw off. I love that part of the plan too. So when we start next Thursday, the team gets dressed. You can make the call to Sophie. You can stop by NCPD for Leon to see what's there. Run into the evidence room. Toy Maker can kind of do up some forgery stuff. You can make the decision on what you're going to look like, what evidence you're going to plant, what you're going to do at that point. But that's what we'll do next Thursday. Thanks, chat, for being part of it as well. Everyone contributing fun ideas for the team to play with. I saw there was a -2 as well rewarded, so I'm going to hold on to that. Just so chat knows, anybody new, +2s are for the players to use for their characters. -2s are for the GM to use in contested roles when controlling NPCs and situations. So I've got that written down. I'll be using that at one point. But yeah, we'll be back here next Thursday, same place, same time, where we'll continue on. And I thank the team for being here and everybody for being part of it. We'll see you next time. Bye.
It was a pleasure.
It's
Cybernation Uncensored.